Hi Countryside, it's Joe and Mike, and we are back with another project update. Mike, happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks, Joe.
And I know I speak for the entire community. All kidding aside, we are very thankful for what you and the entire committee have been doing with your leadership for this project. And we are thankful for all the progress that's happened in the last several weeks here.
Another big milestone.
Huge, lots of activity on site.
Sure.
I do want to talk though first about this giant opening we're standing in front of.
Okay.
This is the main dining room behind us.
Yes.
And we are out on what will be a new patio paver area. And this was something that the committee approved recently.
Yes. In the original design, we wanted to bring the formal dining into the outdoor dining experience.
Yes.
But we didn't have a way to get here unless we took a long way around. So we had priced up some doors in the old section of window here. It was too expensive last year when we were cutting the budget.
Yeah.
But now that we know we have $500,000 in contingency remaining, we've kept our change orders to a minimum. So this is the first piece of work the committee took under consideration. We tried to use the old doors from the atrium, but there was no storm rating. The contractor said, I'm not working with those.
Right.
So we approved and the board accepted an extra charge to replace this entire section of glass with storm-rated window and system with glass and a pair of French doors that'll lead us from the dining room to the patio. So the diners that use the formal dining have a chance to have an outdoor dining experience. The staff will have a way to get in and out and serve. Be a 6-foot opening, so we can move things in and out. And it just opens up a lot of options.
This is such an awesome feature.
Yes.
It really is. And I can envision wine dinners out here under some lights. This is going to be open air dining. But just this element of being able to walk from the dining room through these double doors onto this patio area is just
And
awesome.
we have some furniture selected here. We have tables and chairs and umbrellas. We have some casual seating. We have fire pits. So this expanded patio, which was always in the plan, is so much better now that it's connected to the dining room. So, yeah, it's exciting. And you do have a nice view out to the driving range, to the 9th tee sits right there. So anyone that's here is still going to enjoy the landscape of our club. And in the afternoon, which today is the afternoon, we have the sun's behind us, so you actually have some shade out here. And it's rather pleasant.
It's real nice, real nice. So good stuff. Well, let's get into what we're seeing here. I see framing material. I see roof tiles. I see spray insulation. Tell me what's been going on.
So the big milestone last week, we finally finished all the roofing to be weather tight. So it was the flat areas that you don't see from the ground, the recessed wells, have that low slope roof that we talked about with lots of mechanical equipment. So they finally buttoned that up. So we're weather tight. They're still doing some trim and finish there, some flashings, but no longer will any rain get into the building. So that unleashed a lot of work. We actually see drywall on our schedule now. It's 2 or 3 weeks ahead, and we're just going to start some drywall, but we finally see it on the schedule, drywall. The electricians are going like mad. The light gauge framing, they're filling in all the new walls that weren't made of masonry. They're also furring out the masonry walls so we can apply sheetrock to them. The exterior perimeter walls have furring so we can put insulation and drywall there after the electrician runs the convenience outlets. So we're really set loose for all the inside work. The sprinkler company's coming in. We did the spray foam insulation you mentioned. So under the sloped roofs that have the tile, they sprayed foam insulation up underneath there. That's our thermal barrier. We'll still insulate the walls as we referenced, but most of our protection is at the attic line. So everything's really moving now. We have an average of 50 guys a day on site. The site work's continuing as well, but we're really going gangbusters inside. So,
and windows are scheduled for early December still?
Yes, all the framing is in. We're just waiting for the glass. I think it's maybe a week to 10 days away for glazing. Then they'll probably mask that off with poly so they can paint. Because the stucco guys are also cruising. They're all done at the loading dock area, around the kitchen addition. They're finishing, looks like this week, maybe into next. And then the painters will be behind them, but they'll protect the windows and frames so they can spray paint. And the stucco guys are all scaffolded, as we mentioned last time. They're going to work their way around the front of the building, past the main entrance, around to the office addition, private dining, and Lakeview Lounge.
Yeah.
And they're pretty much finished when they get to the Four Seasons.
Right.
So again, a big crew of stucco guys.
Yeah.
They've been doing the stops and all the edging for the last couple of weeks, working late. That was good to see. And now the crews are in actually putting the stucco up.
So for our residents who go home over the holidays, come back after the first of the year, by January, this building should be airtight.
Yes.
And from the exterior, looking like it's pretty much complete from the exterior.
Yeah, the main power switchover is right around Christmas time.
Yeah.
And that's when we're going to fire up the air conditioning units, which are already available. We just need to drop them.
What a great Christmas gift.
Yeah, yep.
It'd be nice to put a big bow on it and unwrap it on Christmas Day.
Yes. So the building's pretty dry now, but the AC will really dry out whatever's left of residual moisture. So then they can start doing things like sheetrock without any concerns for humidity.
Beautiful.
Yep.
I noticed over in where the future pool's going to be, they've cleared out the remaining landscape.
Yes.
So that area is all opened up. You'll see some of that on the aerial video we drop in.
Yep.
But the pool deck and the pavers are kind of starting to take shape, that pad.
Right.
And they're getting ready to excavate the pool as well.
Yeah, they did the layout of the pool. The new pool is so much larger. It actually went into where the old equipment was.
Right.
And all that planting buffer. So they cleared that out. They're going to stake out the pool, and pool excavation is December 2nd, if I recall.
Excellent.
And so that'll get that going.
Yeah. It'll be fun to get some aerials of that taking shape. Yeah.
So there's another use for the dirt. So the committee has discussed, we have not voted yet, on upgrading the front entry.
That's right.
We'll have some more images there. But again, with our contingency funds, we're looking at the largest expenditure is to remake the whole front entry. Not just the doors and the hardware and the lighting, that's already on the way.
Right.
But we want to eliminate the stairs and ramps at the front.
Yeah.
And the key to that is increasing the grade of the circular drive. When you get to about 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock, the driveway will slope up, and we'll bring it up high enough so that we don't need any ramps or stairs for members to enter.
Level with the front doors.
Correct.
Yeah.
So that's a game changer for the main entrance.
That would be huge.
It's going to be dramatically different visually, and then the experience members have getting in and out. Because our portico share is so high already, we don't have any clearance issues, so we're raising that driveway approximately 3 feet.
Yeah. It actually make the portico share more effective with rain.
The proportions will be a little better, and you won't be so large.
Yeah.
So we're going to make up about 18 inches of grade from front doors down with the sloping paver sidewalk with the front patio area. That'll be a new upgraded paver. And then by the time you get to the curb and gutter line, we'll pick up 3 feet with grade change. So that'll make up the difference between the current driveway and the club elevation at the front door.
And that's not finalized yet, right? We're still waiting.
We're still looking at some details. We have a preliminary quote, which is what we're moving forward with in our discussions at the next meeting. Early December will be the next committee meeting. We'll formally take up where we're at, but we have a conceptual budget that's in our comfort zone.
Yeah.
It's still a chunk of money. It's, again, the single biggest item of the contingency. But we just feel now's the time to do it.
Yeah.
And it really transforms the arrival sequence for our members.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Right on the money.
So no more handrails and watching where you're stepping and those grubby old brick pavers and stuff. It'll all be upgraded.
Yeah.
So we're still waiting on some other pricing for the new entrance doors. We're trying to get rid of the old wood doors, do a nice aluminum system, more open.
Yeah.
Get rid of those flat arch transom windows and square those off, maybe have taller doors. So there's a separate allotment for what that improvement would be. We're waiting to see those numbers.
Excellent.
So those are the big things that are not in the scope of work, but we feel comfortable moving forward on a couple of those items now.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And we're still on track for that CO date of early April,
Yes.
right? First
April
week of April.
7th is probably the date on the calendar.
Yep. That's what we shared at the town hall meeting in November. And I'll drop that slide in as well to this video because I do want to start to just continue to talk about the transition schedule and how we are planning to get into the building and up and operational by the middle of May. So
Sure.
as long as we're still sticking to that date, I think we're
so far so good. The field personnel for Heatherwood is they have the most detail in their schedule, 500 items of work, and they're confident we're on target. And you can really see that now with, with the roof being dry and this work just exploding inside. And also the site's getting pretty close too.
It is.
Once the pavers are down, we're ready to plant.
It is.
You know, the pathways are all done over by the cart barn,
Yeah.
so we've got pavers going in there next week, I think.
Yep.
So it's coming together quickly.
Beautiful.
At the end is pretty much what they predicted.
Awesome.
So we're more confident now in their schedule.
That's good. That's what we need, a good
yes.
level of confidence.
Yes,
So.
exactly.
Anything else to cover today? Or I mean, there was a lot there.
Yeah, not that I can think of. HVAC is all roughed in.
Yep.
They haven't dropped the units into the wells, but they'll do that next week, I think.
Right.
At least in the next couple of weeks, so they'll be ready to energize. The big thing will be electrical, so we're going to have one of our committee members, Sal, is going to join us in a future one and talk about some of the the heavy end of the electrical system.
Right.
Not the little stuff that we're all familiar with,
Yeah.
but there's some major voltage coming in.
That switchgear is pretty impressive.
Oh, it
so
is.
I think I'm anxious to talk about that and
Sure.
have Sal update our residents about what that is.
Yes, yep.
So that'll be a good episode.
So internally, we've wired to the switchgear, but we haven't actually brought the power from outside into that.
Right.
When we do, Sal's going to discuss the safety steps that they do with making sure once we bring power into that unit and that system is live, that the workers don't have any issues of safety out on the site. So there's a lot of procedures that Sal did when he was in his career.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to some of the insights that he'll bring
Excellent.
to the electrical side of things.
Good stuff.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
It's a nice cliffhanger. Keep people engaged for the future episode.
Next episode.
So awesome. Well, Mike, as always, thanks for the time. Awesome update. Countryside. Questions, comments, you know where to find us. Happy holidays to everybody. Hope you have a safe and happy, healthy Christmas and New Year's.
Yes.
And we'll see you in a couple weeks with some more updates.
Excellent.
And we'll keep moving forward.
Okay.
Mike, thank you. Countryside,
welcome.
we'll see you soon.